Hello everybody, this is pt.10 and welcome back to some more Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, the Imprisoned Turnabout. Wow, it's been a while since I've opened up this game. I really apologize about that. I've just been okay. I haven't been motivated to play it. Just because of school and performance and just overall tiredness. I didn't have the brain capacity to try to do something like this, but I can't leave this hanging in the void forever, especially since there are other games in the series I want to get to. So we're gonna try to push through this. I'm gonna try to do the best I can to finish up this game, like the entire thing, the next 3 cases and stuff, so we can get back to some familiar territory. So, in the last episode, I can't even bluff it. I have no idea what happened, but I know we have to investigate the prison some more, so let's do that. If you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can enjoy this for themselves. And hopefully you won't hear any clicking or clacking from anything. This crude looking well seems handcrafted. Was it built by inmates? There are a bunch of tools lying around the well. A long piece of rope, and a heavy looking weight. It weighs 33 pounds, it says so right here. There's even a couple pulleys. Okay, please stop touching the other people's things. Stingy pants, I'm just checking stuff out. It's not like I'm going to just take them home with me. Still, these tools, what were they used for? But really, I would have loved to show everyone yesterday. You did a wonderful job on the stage, Regina, darling. Oh, God. Voices! Forgive me if they're not the same. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad all the prisoners came to see it. Well, about that, just between you and me, not everyone came to see the show. That would be Durgan and Sawit, I imagine. There were 3 people who didn't see your show yesterday. Unbelievable, really. Excuse me, but did you say there were 3 prisoners who did not attend the show? That's right. I took account and there were 3 empty seats. And we even had the correct number of seats set out. Doesn't that seem weird to you, Mr. Edgeworth? It does. We had thought that Durgan and Sawit were the only 2 prisoners who were not present in the courtyard during the show. But that doesn't add up. Where did the 3rd person go? Further investigation is needed. I was having so much fun talking to you, Regina, darling, but I completely forgot. It's time to feed my baby. My baby. Ah! It's an alligator! Oh, Allie, you look as cute as ever. Oh, how cute! So her name is Allie? Yep, Allie's the alligator. She's my favorite out of all my family. How lovely, I want to try petting it. Regina, darling, wants to pet it? Go ahead, I'll allow it. You seem pretty excited. We need to go to check the prison cells, don't we? That's right. Let's look for the 3rd prisoner who didn't attend the animal show. March 28th, 4:02 p.m. prison hallway. Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you, sir! Hey, Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, I take it the investigation is running smoothly. The judge and the prosecutor haven't shown up yet. Oh yeah, I also got your message, sir. What was the result of the examination of the victim's cell? We hit the jackpot, sir. Traces of blood were found on the cell floor. There wasn't a whole lot there, though. This should prove that the murder occurred in the holding cell. Indeed, the probability has increased. However, we still cannot say for certain. I thought you'd say that, sir, so I asked the lab guys to take a look into it further. They're running an analysis on the blood. So we'll know soon if it's the victims or not. Way to go, Gummy. Good thinking. Detective, you've done yourself. What has caused this sudden foresight? I'm actually a little hurt that you're so surprised by it, sir. I hope nothing bad comes of this. Alright. To get the results, we can prove that the scene was the holding cell, which leaves finding out how that donkey managed to sneak his way in here. Just leave that to me, pal. Since the other prosecutor isn't here, we can investigate as much as we want. That's why I brought my secret weapons with me. Secret weapons? That's right, pal. They've gotten us out of a few jams before. Take a gander. Dick Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons. Doesn't that sound familiar? So we know what some of the weapons are. What do we see this time? Looks like he'll come in handy. Want to take him up on his offer, Miles? Detective, please allow us the use of your secret weapons. Sure thing, sir. First, I'll give you a rundown. Secret weapon number 1, the trusty metal detector. Perfect for finding all sorts of metallic objects, as its name implies. Next, secret weapon number 2, everyone's favorite pal, missile. You can track any scent you want, especially the scent of food. He's much cuter than Mr. Dogan's dog. And then, secret weapon number 3, it's, this. Is that a fishing pole? What are you trying to catch? No, actually, I just brought it by accident. Never mind that. What's next, detective? That's all of them, sir. What? You called them the 7 secret weapons, but there's only 3 of them? That's all I have for now, pal. You can use the rest next time. You can't just reveal them all at once. What do you think they're called secret weapons, pal? So, probably memory limit. That's probably why they won't allow you the use of all 7. They want to keep you on some sort of track. Doesn't matter, we'll just use the 3 that she's provided. Alright, which one do you want to use? What missile, sir? Hey pal, over here, missile. There he is. First, let's decide what scent he should track down. We're searching for the route Dogan's dog used to get to the detention cell. This route would have also been the same path used to carry the body to the prison. So if we use him to track the scent of the body, that should lead us to the path. I also remember I've done this section already, but obviously due to some technical difficulties, not able to really do, or it wasn't able to save, so this is kind of just redoing it again. Did you smell something sweet? Really, all I can smell is the scent of blood. It's a very faint scent, like cake or something. The scent of cake from the body. Alright, Missile, get a good whiff of that scent, pal. Come on, let's follow after him. That way is... He's heading towards the special cell. And he's going straight inside. Yes, let's follow him. March 28th, 4:24 p.m. Prison special cell. This is Dogan's cell, but it looks like he's absent at the moment. Maybe he's being interrogated. What's in here? Shh, I think he's found something. Oh boy. What could there be in this room? You'll love it. Mr. Edgeworth, we better take a look. Teacup and biscuits. I suppose he has tea time in here too. Playing tests while drinking tea in the cell. Isn't this going a bit overboard with the special treatment? It's likely he gets whatever he wants. Don't complain to me. You should tell him yourself. I think I'll pass on that. Okay, so... Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. There's a small chisel here. I'm not well versed in woodworking, but this seems to be a pocket-sized chisel. A pocket-sized chisel. It must be convenient to have wherever you go. That's from a thief's point of view. No, it's from a great thief's point of view. She didn't even skip a beat. Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, okay, not the bell. Chess set. It's Dagon's chessboard. There's that hound piece on it. Ah, the chessboard has legs. Aren't those things expensive? They can be. There's very good craftsmanship. Mr. Dogan playing chess is kind of unexpected, you know. I figured he'd be more of a Go player or something like that. Go? Do you play Go, Kay? I'm really good at Go Bang, but that's not Go. I don't know what Go is. It's the chisels Dogan uses. More than enough for him to murder someone with. Speaking of chisels, kinda looks like someone used a chisel on your forehead, Mr. Edgeworth. And what is that supposed to mean? See, that furrow between your brow is getting deeper. It looks like a carving. I would leave the subject alone if I were you. Missile, maybe? Just what you're barking at. Whoa, hey! Knock it off, pal! Chocolate cake is bad for dogs. Yeah, chocolate is poisoning animals. That's how it's gonna be, that I'm gonna eat all by myself. Wow, that was pretty good. Huh, good for you. But it looks like someone else has a problem with that. That wasn't fair, Gummy. I wanted to eat it too. I doubt it's wise to eat food you find lying around a prison. Anyway, I guess Missile was barking at the cake, sir. That was pointless. Is that police dog gonna get the job done? He's fine, pal. He was just following his stomach instead of his nose. Let's track down the scent of the body for real this time, Missile. Oh, looks like you found something else, sir. This time it's actually gonna be useful. Now it's this cell. This would be Mr. Obert's cell. I'd like to examine the interior. Detective, call the guard. Roger that, sir. Good work, Detective. By the way, is J. Elbert still being held in the disciplinary room? So he's not in a cell, but he's not being disciplined anymore. I see. Well then, maybe we examine the cell. The sandbag shows sign of being repeated use. You in a box too, Missile? Look at him go! It can't be. Detective, move the sandbag at once. Yes, sir! Hold, this is... Hey, Missile, come back here! I'm going too. Hold it! I'll stop him, sir. It's too tight for me, sir. Detective! Can't be helped. I'll have to wait for her to contact me. There it is. Hello, Kay, are you alright? Don't get so worked up. Right now I'm in the detention center. The detention center? The hell comes out at nightly cell. Really? Stay where you are. I'm coming over there now. March 28th, 5:04 p.m. Detention center, holding cell. Kay! Mr. Edgeworth! I really helped out, didn't I? Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured. The floorboards have been moved down from under the bed, sir. I see. It seems we found what we were looking for. The passageway between the detention center and the prison is blocked by solid doors. However, there was a secret underground tunnel beneath it. We were following a sweet scent and arrived here, so that means The scent must have come from Knightley's body. Come to think of it, his body was covered in dirt. It may have been caused by passing through the tunnel. Okay, what was it? What was the inside of the tunnel like? It was pitch black, so I couldn't really see much, but I took some photos. Please show us. Alright, this is new content to me. Ugh. This is spoons and forks were used to dig the tunnel? But more importantly, what are those footprints? Those footprints? Could they belong to a dog? It definitely look like paw prints to me. This will surely be vital evidence. However, before we consider that, we have a big problem. Problem? J. Albert can use the tunnel to move around freely. Detective, confirm his whereabouts post-haste. Perhaps he's... You may be right, sir! This is a big deal! Speaking with the guards, the search for J. Albert was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and cranny of the detention center and the prison, but in the end, they found no sign of him. Did you contact the police? Oh, confess the truth. I swear I'm gonna embarrass myself one day. If not already. I mean, I have embarrassed myself already, but, like, really embarrassed myself. Anyway, let's take a look, see... Alright, we're making good time. Did you contact the police? Yes, ma'am. We've already done that. We set up a security perimeter around the prison, ma'am. Right. It's the first scandal in a prison's history. We're so sorry. It's completely different from before. Mr. Edgeworth, what's it? Thank you for finding the escapee's tunnel. But it's a little too late. Mr. Albert has long since left here. I don't believe he has gone beyond the detention center. There are security gates located at the exit of the detention center. I believe it would have been difficult to get through those, wouldn't you agree? Maybe there's another tunnel. We certainly can't deny that possibility, however. Anyways, there's no use in you being here now. Please return to your investigation. Yes, we'll do that. Guess we can get back to your post too. Take it to become you, sir. We have the results of the blood test you requested. Good work, pal. These are the forensics results of the blood stain found in Knightley's cell. So what's it say, Mr. Edgeworth? The blood is confirmed to have been Knightley's. Hey now, that's good news. We found the blood stain in Knightley's cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell. With all the evidence we need, it's time we ask Dogan a few questions. Dogan, did you say? Please, use utmost caution. The man has every henchman outside the prison, even has a henchman outside the prison. Outside of the prison? This is related to a secret trade route as a supplier. Police have been searching for Dogan's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but... So that means back then. So still won't talk, even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from precinct. That's right, I don't know how many times I've tried, I can't even report back empty-handed. That assassin is sort of someone tough cookie, huh? You have evidence transferred from the precinct. Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogan. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but no matter how much evidence we have on him, we can't get a single word out of him. The warden interrogates him herself. Why'd it go that far? Use your focus and he'll eat you alive. Be on your guard. Oh, you made Uncle Ray a little nervous. Whew. Oh, this gets me oh, fuck. Oh, it wouldn't have been that easy, would it? Alright, voices come to me, lend me your power. Just Courtney, what are you doing here? Questioning a prisoner. Did you forget that we're investigating as well? Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again. I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words. I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come for a testimony about the truth of this case which you have overlooked. You mean to say you require my humble services? I mean, it was close enough, right? As I promised, I've returned to prove that you are the culprit. Interesting to tell. Objection! Before that, you should first listen to our reasoning. We can say with confidence that Simon Keys is the culprit. Only Simon Keys could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison. And we can show proof of this fact. But first, I'd like to hear your resolve, Prosecutor Edgeworth. If our reasoning is correct, will you submit it to us? Your prosecutor's badge. Ah! You'll deprive him of his badge! Is that a threat, pal? No, it's not a threat. Rather, an act of compassion. Normally, I wouldn't even have taken notice of you since you have no right to investigate. However, if you are able to show proper resolve, I would be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge. Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Very well. I trust my own reasoning, but moreover, at the moment I am currently a defense attorney's assistant first and prosecutor second. I will not sully the good name of the Edgeworth law offices. I intend to see my job through. I won't yield to your threats. So be it. Is this bravery or simply foolishness? On the goddess of law's behalf, I shall be the judge of that. Sebastian, allow me to... Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine. Alright. I presume you know... Come on, just gotta get through this. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keys stopped by his cell with an animal cage from the shell. During the time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. Then he hid in the cage while it was moved to the prison workroom. So Mr. Keys went to his cell after all. After hearing you talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated it for ourselves. Why don't you have a look? I have a printout of the camera footage. This is the moment when Mr. Keys visited Knightley. Exactly. As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reasoning. A blind spot. That means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. At this time, there's still the possibility that Knightley never left his cell. But why would he be able to, but why would he be hiding inside the animal cage? Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That is the only possibility. A prison escape? That's so cool! First Mr. Albert, and then Mr. Knightley. I won't let them show me up. Okay, this isn't the time to get excited. J. Albert's escape is no laughing matter. Simon Keys was aiding Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice. Not bad, Simon. Don't praise him! That cage was transported temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. He would then be carried out along with the cage. I presume that was the plan. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keys and murdered. Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense. However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything. Rebuttal. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Hold it! Do you have proof Knightley stole the keys? It It is the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley would have attacked the guard. We would know for certain the moment the guard remains consciousness. Or regains consciousness. Is that really true? Should I ask Judge Courtney for more information? There is one point in your reasoning that is odd. If Knightley did indeed steal the key, I'd expect he'd try to escape immediately. Was it really necessary for him to wait for Mr. Keyes to help him escape? He simply chose the method with the highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage, and waited for the opportune moment. That's what I believed. Concealed the key? Judge Courtney, such an oversight is unlike you. Knightley could not have concealed the key, and I can prove it. Knightley did not hide the key, and the proof is... And the proof is... is... Oh, right. Take that! Haven't the guards informed you yet? They searched Knightley after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found. Since Key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold. That is not an issue. There is an explanation. Mr. Knightley had the key. It simply wasn't found. The reason being, he concealed it inside the chessboard. The chessboard? You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon? Come now, how do we know whether or not the murder weapon was really there? What? Take some responsibility for your own words. That was all Sebastian's idea after all. So those two don't always agree on the reasoning. In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. When Simon Keyes arrived, Mr. Knightley used the key to slip out of his cell. He entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom, all thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keyes. Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried out after the show ended. However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance. Objection! Mr. Keyes performed in the show. He would have had no opportunity to murder him during the circus performance. Overruled! No opportunity, is that so? A story plays itself out on stage, and such was the case with the animal show. So she examined the content of the show. The suspect played the role of the villain who antagonizes the elephant heroine. In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love and all is well. At that point, the suspect, in the role of the villain, is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. Blown away by the elephant? Was he hurt? After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Even in such a short period of time, it would be still possible to carry out the murder. Don't you think so? Objection! No. So he committed the crime in 15 minutes and then returned to the stage. That may have been possible if the crime scene had been the prison. Judge Courtney, the actual crime scene took place in the detention center. I'm afraid I cannot accept that camera footage alone as evidence. Objection! As for evidence, I have it. Well then, please show us your evidence. Where's the evidence that shows the scene of the crime was the detention center? The notes on the blood, right? Yes. Take that! This is the floor. Oh, Goddess of law, I am unable to comprehend your mysterious ways. This is what we discovered. The area here was tested positive for Mr. Knightley's blood. This blood test, can it really be trusted? To begin with, how were you able to conduct a scientific investigation? Objection! I happen to have a subordinate. I can't vouch for his competence, but he's the man that I trust. That detective, this concerns me. I cannot think why one would disturb the order of law. The prosecutorial investigation committee's influence goes as far as the police department. Gummy's in trouble. Forgive me, detective. I'm afraid something bad may come of this. I will accept the fact that the blood was found at the detention center as evidence. However... Objection! Wahaha! How ridiculous. This is unthinkable of you, you third-rate prosecutor. Mr. the Best, you're here. Completely forgotten about him. There's a giant contradiction in your statements. According to the security tape, a dog killed Knightley in his cell, and then after he left the cell, the blood on the floor was wiped away. Did the dog wipe away the blood stains? And as if that could happen. That is possible. Am I Anubis, right, boy? What? It was one of the tricks I've... Wow, I completely forgot his voice. That was one of the tricks I've taught him while I was still in the outside world. Make sure to hide any bloodstains he makes. So as not to leave behind any evidence. I was saved, if only by chance. Shouldn't you have taught your dog to shake or something? Anubis also performs that trick very well, but the shake I taught him is a little different from others. First, he bites the victim's hands. Stop, stop, stop! I don't want to hear anymore! I see, I understand. Prosecutor Edgeworth, it appears you've gathered a good hand. I'm glad you understand. My argument isn't over yet. Objection overruled. Hey now, that's a little harsh. Sebastian, would you allow me the privilege of explaining? Sure, Justine. Do you finally realize? The murder occurred in the detention center, therefore that assassin's pet dog. My opinion has not changed, unless I can understand how the dog was able to enter and leave the crime scene. I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic, Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hold it! I have been waiting for you to say that. Now let me show you. This evidence shows the route the dog used to go between the detention center and the prison. We are going to end it off here for today. Episode's going on a little too long. In the next episode of Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, the Imprisoned Turnabout, we are going to go and show Justine, Judge Courtney, exactly what the evidence is to prove our point. I will see you guys later.